Hello, here I am. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Hello. It is this day. It is Wednesday, July 2nd. I'm Michael Taylor. Thanks for joining us today. You getting ready for the holidays? You got the picnic stuff all done. We're having a big wingding over in Newport. We're going down there. A bunch of families going to be down there. We got barbecue going on. We got lots of stuff planned. We're going to have a big old beach day down there, so it should be lots of fun for us. I hope you are planning on having lots of fun. But before that, let's get to our show. It's fun, but it's not, barbecue, 4th of July firework kind of fun. It's just amazing hearing kind of fun. We're going to welcome Ann Mundell-Noel in here and Dr. Gabriela Rodriguez. They're going to be talking to us about the latest technology in hearing aids and why their stuff they have there kind of stands out from the crowd. They got voted best by the Orange County Register. We're going to find out why. Then later in the show, California Club is going to be here. We have Dave and Sharon. They're going to be talking about a great package of concerts you can buy in on and a bunch of great dinner shows that are coming up as well. So lots of fun going on. And speaking of fun, let's take the grandkids to the pool. That's our stay informed for you right now. Hey, guess what, folks? It is Kids Summer Splash Days. They are back. Where? Over at Pool 2. And when? Friday, July 18th is one of the days, and August 1st is the other. It goes from noon to 4 p.m. They're going to have inflatable water slides, games, ice cream, all sorts of fun stuff. Admission is $5 for kids age 2 and older, and you can purchase those wristbands at Clubhouse 2 or the Recreation Office Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's numbers on the screen if you want to get more information, and you can also email them for more information. And you know what? It's going to be pretty picture perfect for great kind of swimming for this whole weekend. Let's look at our temperatures as we head into the 4th of July weekend. 75 is going to be our high today. Our coolest day of the week is going to be tomorrow, 73. Then we bump right back up on the 4th of July on Friday for 77. Couldn't be any better unless it was 76. That would be like 1776. All right, we tried. 77 degrees on Friday. Then warmer even on Saturday and Sunday. So morning clouds for most days, peeling back to mostly sunny. That's our pattern this time of year, and we're going to stick with it. Let's take a look at our sunrise, sunset as well. Beautiful picture from Bree Cox-Kennedy. Thanks, Bree. She's on vacation over in Nantucket. Look at those beautiful flowers growing all over that house. That is amazing. Sunrise this morning was 5:45. Sunset tonight is going to be 8:05. And if you'd like to send us a picture like Bree did, even while she's on vacation, she's still thinking of us, you can email us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. I hope you think of us while you're out on your vacations taking pictures or just out and about Laguna Woods Village. We'd love to see the pictures you take. Make sure you include your name when you send them to us, where you took the picture, and we'll use it in our sunrise, sunset segment. Okay, we got one meeting to tell you about. Then when we come back, we'll be talking to the folks from Amazing Hearing. Stay with us.
I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. You sort of think you get it once, you might be done with it, but yeah, they decided it wasn't done with me yet. In 2017, they diagnosed me with mantle cell lymphoma.
And we're devastated. We're beside ourselves.
Dennis, he's my star. He's my superstar. We've just done a lot of adventures together, and we've had a really good life. I knew about City of Hope. I had done a little research. I knew they had a comprehensive cancer center for lymphoma. So I thought, you know what? If I'm going any place, I'm going with a place that does research and that knew what they were doing.
We walked in that place with an untreatable cancer, and a month later walked out cancer-free.
Hope to me means being able to see the light through the darkness of cancer. With City of Hope as our partner in all this, I couldn't be more proud to have them walking beside me.
Power your adventures with the all-electric 2024 Subaru Solterra. It comes with legendary Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive, standard, plus a rugged 8.3 inches of ground clearance. Everything about the Subaru Solterra is advanced, including the technology keeping you and your passengers safe. Love is now electric.
Hi, it's Desiree from Irvine Subaru. Get your new Subaru here with complimentary maintenance included.
Hearing is part of your foundational health. Having the best hearing you can affects every aspect of your life. Hearing is related to your balance, your memory, your communication, and your overall positive well-being. Hi, I'm Ann Mundell-Noel, owner of Amazing Hearing. As an audiologist, my passion is to give you the best hearing health available based on your individual needs. Call us today to schedule an appointment. We're located in the Trader Joe Shopping Center.
And welcome back to the program. We're going to talk about hearing, and no better persons to talk about that than Ann Mundell-Noel and Dr. Gabriela Rodriguez from Amazing Hearing. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Well, we're just talking about 3 times in a row you guys have been voted by the Orange County Register as the best place to get your hearing done and hearing checks right here in Orange County. What sets you guys apart? What is it that you do that keeps that consistency?
I think the number one thing is our education and our experience. I think we're a really good team. Being audiologists, Anne has a master's degree, I have a doctorate degree, Anne has 30 plus years of experience. So we really work together to keep the patient the primary focus. And then the products and the services we offer, we really try to look at everything big picture, not just one solid problem. Quick fix and goodbye. We really want to provide hearing health care.
Well, I don't want to brush over that. 30 years of experience. What have you seen over these decades that has just been the biggest changes? The technology that's come into this field?
For sure.
Yeah.
So when I started back in the 80s, we used a screwdriver and a potentiometer to change the settings in the hearing aids.
Oh my goodness.
There was nothing digital. Digital hearing aid technology didn't become available till the late 80s, early 90s. And so even then we were using cords and all kinds of things. And today we have wireless, right? We're with Bluetooth technology. But the biggest thing about that is that you can now, the technology is so good, you can make so many more changes and make it applicable for people.
When I was a kid, I went to Taft Elementary in Santa Ana, and Taft Elementary was a dual school. It had a deaf school for the
hard of
deaf,
hearing.
and it had hard of hearing and deaf, and it had a kind of like the mainstream students. And when we'd go over there, we'd learn sign language. I could still do A, B. I could still do some of those things.
Good for you.
And but I remember the tech they used to wear. It was like it was wired, and they had wire things on their chest sometimes. And it's really changed to where you wouldn't even know if someone's wearing a hearing aid today.
For sure. The technology, though, is also driving more people to do things at an earlier age because there used to be such a huge stigma about hearing loss, that it was, you're old or, really deaf. And now we're getting people with very mild hearing loss, sometimes not even much hearing loss at all, but because of tinnitus, they're coming in. So we work with 2 great products, Widex and Oticon,
That's what I was
and
gonna ask you
those
about.
are
Right.
the industry leaders for us because they really do something different than most other hearing aids.
We'll talk a little bit more about it. What is it what rigors do you put it through before you say we're going to start offering this to our patients?
It has to be research backed. There has to be white pages and research supporting the claims that they make, not just claims from a marketing department. And then honestly, what our patients tell us back. What is happening in the real world in our patient's life. I would say they're not a textbook. You're a real person with a real life, and it needs to make sense for you day in and day out. So we heavily rely on what patients report back.
Okay, so how are these 2 products that you just mentioned kind of improving what you already have?
So they keep coming out with the state-of-the-art products, but the Widex truly and Oticon now have technology where it's AI-based. So using artificial intelligence, it's helping to pick out what is speech, which is spiky, and what is background noise, which is steady state, and to lift it from the background noise. So the bigger part about that is just that the technology is seamless and it's easy, and people say it's very natural and comfortable. But the engine under the hood, if you will, the way it processes is totally different than all the other manufacturers. So it's not a Costco hearing aid. It's not some of the other brands. It's a different quality.
And let's talk a little about Lace AI Pro. AI's in there, so I already know it's got some advanced stuff in there. So what's going on with that new technology and that product?
AI can be a scary word for a lot of people if they don't understand it, right? So in this particular thing, Lace AI is a hearing therapy that's working really on memory, speech, and noise. But where the AI comes into play is it is learning you and your abilities. It also has a wide range of topics to choose from, so it'll never get boring. So as you go through this hearing therapy and you're really honing in on the skills, starting to feel more confident with listening and noise, the AI part learns, okay, this was a challenge for them, we need to bring it down to speed, or they're really excelling at memory, let's make it a little bit harder. So now it's a more tailored version of an at-home therapy.
And who would be a candidate for using something like this? Why are people needing this kind of like learning in terms of the world of hearing?
Everyone's a candidate. Everyone struggles in background noise, right? So it's an app on your phone, and you have to purchase it through our office. You can't go through the iPhone or the App Store on your phone or the Google Play, the Play Store. But it's for people who are not ready to say, I need a hearing aid, but they want to practice learning how to hear speech and noise, rapid speech, and word memory. And it's for people who have a hearing aid that you're retraining your brain how to hear, or it's for people who've worn a hearing aid for a long time and they're still struggling. So think about it like your body and working out. Who should work out? Everybody. This is just a way that we get the sound from the ear to the brain, and then it's up to the brain to do the work.
Okay, so help me understand the difference. If I have a hearing aid and I've been listening and the sound's coming to my brain, how is it, because it's a different delivery system, does my brain have to learn it differently to pick out the sounds, or what am I training my brain to do with this technology?
Think of a muscle when you break your arm in a cast, and over time it kind of atrophies. When we've had a hearing loss for a long period of time, it can be similar to the brain's ability to listen to atrophying. So we need to kind of re-engage everything. The goal of the hearing aids is to collect the sound and provide that stimulation to your brain, but then your brain needs to know what to do with it. So the therapy is really focusing on bringing all these components together to give you a clearer sound, easy in speech, and kind of make them all work together.
Okay. And when someone comes into your office and they get that first diagnostic test and they kind of go through these things, what are some of the things you're looking for in terms of how do I pinpoint what this patient may need, whether it's tinnitus or if it's just some hearing loss or the range of things that are going on?
That's a huge question. And that's truly what our case history does, and the ability of Dr. Gabby and I with 6 to 8 years of college experience in hearing science to diagnose and treat. Everybody is an individual. We understand that, and we fit the whole body. We're not just fitting a hearing aid. We are fitting the whole body, meaning we have counseling skills, we have tinnitus ability, we do wax removal, we do everything hearing related.
Is there still a stigma behind, I need a hearing aid? Darn it. And do people still resist? Like, okay, if you tell them, hey, I think you might need a hearing aid, or still people going, no.
Of course. Yeah, of course. There's always going to be, the ego. We're human beings. I think as more research has come out and it's really showing the long-term impacts on overall health and cognition, people are starting to be more receptive. I also think the hearing aids are getting smaller. They're doing more fun tech things with Bluetooth, and you're totally hands-free on phone calls, that it is becoming more and more accepted and less of a stigma. But
the other thing I'd add to that is our patient referrals. Patients are telling other people how good they're doing with the hearing aids. They're excited about it, and we get a lot of referrals from that. So it speaks for itself.
And your practice is growing, and that speaks for itself too, right? You're the bigger building now, and you've expanded.
Yeah.
Well, how's that growth been for you guys? Are you able to maintain enough people there? And
for sure. That's why we can have our hearing therapy classes. So once a month, we have a speech pathologist come in who is going to enhance people's ability to do lip reading. And she comes in and does classes for us, and we have other classes coming in. So everything's really expanding.
Yeah.
We're great. And we have a service desk. So people can walk in and have their hearing aids serviced right there. So
that's terrific, fantastic. And if someone comes in, last question, comes in with the Costco and says, hey, can you help me out with these things? Do you guys still, hey, even if we didn't sell it to you, we're still going to try to make what's best for you?
For sure. Yep. And our hearing aids are not locked. So even if somebody came in with a locked hearing aid, which means it has proprietary software like Audibel, Miracle Ear, Beltone, we can look at it. We can tell them what needs to be done. We just can't do it because the software is locked. But we certainly can help just about everybody who walks in the door.
Again, we're back on track. All right. And Dr. Gabby, thank you so much for an amazing hearing, for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank
We'll hope for that 4th in a row for Orange County Register. All right, you're watching This Day. We'll be right back with the California Club. Stay with us.
All great healthcare organizations care, but the best dare to reach higher. At Hoag, we lead with life-saving clinical trials and advanced therapies. Our world-renowned specialists innovate with state-of-the-art technologies like virtual reality and robotics. Hoag is the #1 hospital in Orange County 4 years in a row. Now, more than ever, your healthcare choices matter. Choose Hoag.
Adapt to it, we strive to make the everyday tasks easier by providing our customers with the tools they need to be successful. We carefully explain the use and care of all of our equipment. Adapt to it has been in Laguna Woods for over 20 years, and we know that nothing in life stays constant. So we can help you adapt to all the changes in your life. Adapt to it sells and rents items and always delivers with a smile. Come in today to experience what we mean when we say, when you can't change it, adapt to it.
During the pandemic, thousands turned to AgeWell for help. Since March of last year, AgeWell has provided Orange County seniors with more than 40,000 grab-and-go lunches, 500,000 home-delivered meals, as well as transportation and case management services. We were there for you then, and we're here for you now. Stay strong. Stay well. Age well. Learn more about our services or how to get involved today at myagewell.org.
California Club presents the Ultimate Legend Series. Special discounted pricing starting at $72, also $108 and $144 for all 4 shows. On sale from May 29th through July 4th. Individual show tickets available beginning 90 days before each show. Take advantage of these terrific savings now. Don't miss these amazing bands. More information, visit CaliforniaClubLWV.com.
Ready to go clubbing? Well, the California Club sure is. They got all sorts of stuff going on. I want to welcome Sharon and Dave Peavy back to our program. As always, good to have you.
Thank you. We're so thrilled to be here.
I can see Dave's ready for the 4th. He's got his motorcycle America shirt on. I like it.
My once a year shirt.
I know I have this once a year shirt. I have one green shirt for St. Patrick's Day. I'll be wearing mine tomorrow on the show. All right, you guys got a lot of great stuff coming up. Let's talk about this packaging deal you guys have.
Yes, we are so excited about our California Legends series. And I want everyone to know that they can get the super discounted price of our 4-pack if they buy through the 4th of July. Even though the 4th is closed at the office, you can go online and get that discounted price. And all of our club members and people who received an extra discount coupon early on, that coupon will still be available through the 4th.
There we go.
That's the advantage of being a club member for the California Club. We always throw extra little bennies out to our club members.
Right, so folks who say they know they're going to go to the concerts anyway, they go to all the events, it just makes more sense for them to get the sale up and get that 4-pack going already, right?
Well, and then they just put it on their calendar. We have it all on the schedule. If for some reason something happens and you couldn't attend one of those, you can always sell those tickets because people are always looking for them at the end, especially if you have a discounted price. You can either make some money or sell it for the discounted price.
And you keep the same seats every show.
Oh, and the next year you get the first opportunity to get those same seats.
All right. Well,
so that's the real advantage.
Dave, as the entertainment chairman for the California Club, tell me about the 4-pack, who's in it, and what are we going to see?
All right, first off, it's a tribute to rock and soul. It's the convertibles. They are fantastic. They go around the country to sell out crowds. They go to rock.
What's
House
it
of
called?
Blues.
House of Blues. They
Blues
perform at the regularly at the House of Blues.
And every other place, and they do such an amazing job of performing the show. Of every song is
like the original.
It's better than the original because they're still younger and they can have great voices compared to the originals out there singing.
And a huge amount of instruments. It's a huge sax and horn section, a brass section. They are just so entertaining.
You get the full sound.
Yeah, you really do. It's fabulous. And then I'll talk about Prince again because that's the ladies' show. We saw this Prince again, and he was better than the original Prince. In fact, he has a six-pack, and he lets you know it.
Easy on the eyes, apparently.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he dances the entire stage.
Phenomenal. And he has a female singer that could have done this show by herself. She's so talented with a great backup band. It is phenomenal. We saw it a few years ago, and we waited till now because we weren't quite sure if Laguna Woods was ready for it, but we think they are now, and it is just phenomenal.
Then we have the Doobie Doubles, and they are the premier Doobie Brothers tribute band.
Okay.
And again, they go around the country, and they have been labeled the best Doobie Brothers singers, and they put on a traditional Doobie Brothers show that's just going to be out of this world. And then Sharon loves the three queens of soul.
The three queens of soul. You got the Tina Turner in there, and the Diana Ross person in there, and who else is in there? Who's the third?
Aretha.
Aretha Franklin.
Oh, yes, of course.
And
Aretha.
The leader of their group, their manager, leader, actually worked with all three original singers.
Wow.
And so he picked these women individually because of their style and their talent to sound like the originals.
Yeah, so you're going to feel like you're seeing the originals. It's so great.
So, all right, tell me about the price on the 4-pack for that, to get all 4 of those shows. What do people have to do again?
Okay, they have to go online and sign up for the 4-pack, and it's $72 for the high seats, and then $108 for the middle, and $144. And then on Friday the 5th, or Saturday the 5th, they go on sale at the regular price of $20, $30, and $40 each.
Okay.
So the first show will go on sale starting Saturday if they just want to buy single tickets. It's 90 days before each show.
All right, so folks who don't want to maybe commit to all 4, crazy, who would not want to? But if they decide not to, they can still get tickets for the other shows after that initial sale price is done. All right, well, that's a fantastic one. Let's talk a little bit about the Legends of Soul.
Oh my gosh, we did a little bit earlier, but they are so talented. So that's the first pack show.
Oh, that is the first pack show. That's right.
So let's go to our dinner dance.
There we go. Dinner dance. Let's
dinner dance.
It's Pulp Fiction. It's a very dynamic all-women's group. And
that's cool.
They put on a high energy, full exciting rock and roll, rhythm and blues, soul, 70s, 80s, 90s music, current things, and they're just
they're phenomenal.
Excited.
We love them. Everybody loves them. They play a lot of instruments, different instruments, and they're going to do, right after dinner, we always have our bands do a tribute, and they're going to do a tribute to the Supremes. And then after that, they're going to go into all of their music.
And it's a 7-piece band.
And that's going to be later this month on July 22nd over at Clubhouse 5. And so people can see Pulp Vixen.
Exactly. And it's so wonderful.
And where did you find these guys?
We found them actually on websites. We check out all these different websites online. We heard they were playing at Disneyland, and we went to Disneyland to see them on a big stage. And they were so fabulous.
Oh, wow.
We just had to book them. And our dinner dances, the big advantage of this is they get to sign up online. They don't have to stand in line like so many of the regular events at Clubhouse 5. You can, if you're single, you can put down single tables. There's a lot of singles that come and dance. With the couples and the singles, we all get out there together and just have a great time.
Your name is alphabetical on board, and it tells you what table you sit at. So you just look at the table,
figure it out.
It's
like the old club days.
Exactly.
You have your seat. You're all set. You're not rushing in there.
And the music starts at 5:15, so you don't have an hour wait for the music to start once you sit down. So you meet with your friends and that kind of stuff, and you chat. We tell them to play the first set quieter and a little bit lower intensity, so that people can talk and get reacquainted after not seeing each other for a while.
And this band has won all sorts of awards.
Okay.
You know, they were the Inline Empire Magazine Band of the Year, Wine Country Music Awards, Best Cover Band, and Temecula Valley Music Awards, Best Cover Band. So they are phenomenal. You just have to come and have a great time with us.
Well, there you go. And let's look way ahead. California Dreamin' over in September. You guys got this one coming in. Now, you've had these ones before, right?
What this is it is the
Annual event for us.
annual event, and we love the band is the California Dreaming Band, and they play all the music made famous by California artists. So they might do some different ones this year than they did last year, but it's all the songs from the Beach Boys to the Mamas and Papas to all of them,
Other groups
the Eagles, they do all of them.
Hopefully they'll do a little more for Brian Wilson after his recent passing.
Yes, I think so.
That, yes.
And what's so fun about this is people can buy a whole table and they can decorate their table, and we give prizes to the best table decorations. Or they can buy single tickets and just come. This year we were bumped from outside. We were supposed to be at Clubhouse 2, but Recreation needed it, so we're in Clubhouse 5 this year. But starting next year and grandfathered in every year after, we will be out indoors and outdoors at Clubhouse 5.
Well, there you go. The lineup.
I mean, at Clubhouse 2.
The lineups there,
2.
folks. They get those tickets online, like they said. I want to thank Dave and Sharon Peavy, California Club. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
"21 years ago, I started Salus Home Care because I saw a need for a professionally run home care organization in Laguna Woods. We've been in business for 21 years. Call Salus and let us show you why we've been in business longer than any other home care company in South Orange County."
Wait is over. A brand new pharmacy just minutes from your front door is now open. Service is our top priority at Laguna Pharmacy. Enjoy free same-day delivery, low over-the-counter prices, and personalized attention, all with the same copay you're used to. Tired of waiting on hold? Our experienced pharmacists answer your calls right away. We are in network with most Medicare plans and make the transfer process easy. Visit Laguna Pharmacy today for the exceptional care you deserve.
Okay, let's take a quick check on our movies for Friday and Saturday. We got some good ones lined up for you. It's the Peanut Butter Falcon. That just sounds like the worst restaurant menu item I've ever heard in my life, but it actually stars Shia LaBeouf, brought to us by Harvard Eye Associates. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. It's a road trip movie about a young kid with Down syndrome who wants to be a wrestler and the friend he gets on the road there. And then on Saturday, The Wizard of Oz, of course, Judy Garland, the classic from 1939. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without, and it's brought to us by RadNet. And of course, you know that's the story of Dorothy Gale and her dog going over the rainbow and Yellow Brick Road and Wishes and Clickin' Heels. It's a great one as well. All right, folks, tomorrow on the program, Fit Brain Club, and we're going to hear more from Ting, who are in the community already, hooking us up with all the good Wi-Fi. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.